Okay, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be looking at how to import a drawing into AutoCAD and how to scale it and how to trace over it. So let's get started. First thing you need to do is have an image that you want to insert. Once you've got that ready, in the command prompt type IM for image and then press enter or space. Opens up a window, and then click on this little arrow here and say attach image. Now just go to where you've saved your image, and there's mine. Now here it asks where do we want to specify it on screen. We'll just leave it at 000, so untick that, and scale we'll just leave it as it is for now because we're going to scale that. So click OK, and here it's just asking us for the scale factor. Let's press spacebar or enter, and we can do ZE for zoom extents, or double click on your mouse button. And as you can see, our drawing has come in. Okay, we can close that window now. Now, what I like to do is separate this onto its own layer. So we can do that by opening up the Layer Properties Manager, and we'll create a new layer, and we'll call it car image. Okay, close that window. Now select the image, go back to the Home tab, and select the layer car image. Okay, and we'll change it back to 0. We'll draw on 0. Also, another thing I like to do is change the color, so maybe red, something you can kind of see on the screen a little bit better. Now here we have a dimension in millimeters, 1748, so just over 1.7 meters. Now to scale this, let's draw a line from that line. We'll turn on ortho F8 to there, and we've got a line approximately the same distance on that 1748 line. Now what we want to do is select the image and the line, and select the grip. So it's now red, so it's a hot grip. And on the bottom here, we can see it says stretch. So press space if we want to stretch it. We would not press space again because we don't want to move it. Press space again because we're not rotating. And here we are for scale. What we want to do, we want to type R down there, as you can see here, R for reference. So what we're telling it here is we're clicking the first point and the second point here. We're telling it that's what it currently is, and now it's asking us what we want it to be. So we can type in 1748. Okay, and ZE for zoom extents. And if we measure that now for distance, usually DI, I've got mine set a little bit differently, but DI for distance, and we measure, we've got exactly 1748. So that is now scaled pretty close, maybe not 100% accurate, but it's pretty close to what it should be. Now to draw the car, I usually start in plan, and I'll draw a line roughly down the center, because there's no point drawing it twice. Just draw it on one side and then mirror it over. What I generally like to do as well is use a polyline, just to keep all the lines sort of together as much as possible. So to start polyline, PL, space or enter, and we want to start at that point there. Now, as you can see, it's not really a straight line. We could draw that with a polyline, but it'll be very sort of jaggedy. So down the bottom here, as you can see in the command prompt, arc, half width, length, undo width. What we're going to do is we want to create an arc. So A for arc. We see an arc coming out now, but that's no good to us. So what we want to do is tell it the second point. So it asks for the second point of the arc. So we can put there, and then for the end point, and there. And we can do that again. S for second point. Because we haven't gotten out of the command, it's still in arc mode in the polyline. So we can just trace over these. And there. You can always adjust these a little bit later after we've done this. Yeah, it's pretty easy to edit the vertices once you've got it all down. All I'm doing is pressing S each time. So that was the end point. S now for the second point. And then left click again for the end point. S again for the second point. So do that all the way around the outer body. Okay, and we'll snap it onto there. Oh, I might go a little bit over. It's not going where I want it to go. Okay, escape to get out of the command. TR for trim, and we'll trim that off. As you see, we've got an outline here already. Sometimes what can happen is you can have the image in front of your lines, and that's not very helpful. So to get around that, select the image, type DR, and that's for draw order, and B for back. So it sends it to the back, so the line is now on top. We already had that before, but I thought I'd just show you that because there are times when that gets in the way. I could go through and model up all this car now, but what I just want to basically show you is the basic outline, and then what we can do about mirroring. So we've got our mirror line, which is the center line that we have drawn in at the beginning. So select that and select the outer outline of the car. Make a hot grip on the median line, and scroll through on the command prompt and select mirror, and should be able to mirror this around. Yep, there we go. We just hold it to the right, left click. Now the problem here is it's just mirrored it without copying it. So do that again. Select the outline of the car, our mirror line, make it a hot grip again, scroll through to mirror, and this time hit C for copy, and now drag the mouse out to the right, left click, and we have an outline of our car. Hopefully that tutorial has been helpful for you. Another thing you can do as well is just turn off your car layer if you want to see what's going on. You can also go back to the image window, IM, and if you select the image, right click on it and say unload, it'll turn it off. It's still there, so you can reload it. Yeah, if you want to get rid of it, you can just attach it or erase it. But I think the best method is to actually detach it if you want to get rid of it, because if we just delete it like so, it just becomes unreferenced. So it's still in there, so in the window. So detaching it's the way to go. So hopefully you found that helpful, and stay tuned for more.